Hi, welcome back to American Hunter Sunday Gun Day. I'm Scott Olmsted. I'm joined today by Mark Olis from Moultrie Trail Cams. Mark, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You've brought for us to look at your new line of Edge trail cameras,
That's
right?
right. Yeah, so this is our third generation of the Edge. The Edge has been our super successful camera. We've made it really easy to use, and we've just made it where it works. Some of the things in this Edge camera that we designed from the ground up are the Auto Connect. So these are cellular, and this camera, when you turn it on, it will find the strongest signal in your area, no matter the service. So it can link up to multiple different carriers. And then the other thing we did is, you'll notice there's no SD card in this camera.
Oh, you're right.
So that's a straying from traditional. And the reason we did that is most of the reasons we get a complaint from a customer, they say, hey, I'm not getting images from my camera. And it was usually that SD card. So these have internal memory, way more reliable. So that was the whole genesis behind the Edge. Let's make the most reliable, easy to use camera. And now we've got our third generation model here.
And so with onboard memory, you're going to interface with those images via cellular info anyway, right? So who needs an SD card that you might have to go and change because it fills up?
It does.
Okay.
And it's a weak link. SD cards, those aren't, big, bulky. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of little micro potato chips.
And you lose them when you're in the field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You've got to format them. There's user error issues. So we said, let's get rid of it, because at the end of the day, a customer is going to say, hey, that's a Moultrie problem, not an SD card issue.
Now, you mentioned to me there are 3 new Edges, right? Run through those real quick.
Yeah, so we've got our Edge 3 model here. This would be what you'd call our base model. It comes in at $99.99, great price. We've got our Edge 3 Pro. So that would be, it's got a lot of the same features. It's got a little better video quality, better image quality. And the big difference would be, this is a low glow on this Edge 3.
Okay.
And then that Pro has no glow. So you don't see any kind of red or anything. And this is very faint to start with. And then we've got our Edge Solar, which is our brand new first integrated solar panel camera. And that one, I'm really excited about that one.
And you mentioned to me on the solar model, it has some kind of built-in foolproof feature, right?
Yes.
To help you with sunlight. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. So the solar panel is mounted on top, and it's so new that I don't have a model here to have with us, but it's got an articulating head, so you can move it, left to right, up, down, so you can get that perfect angle for the sun. But inside the app it's got a metric in there that tells you, hey, this camera's receiving enough sunlight to keep it powered continuously, or it'll say, you're not getting enough sunlight, you need to move this, you need to adjust it. So those are kind of those things we like to build in to help that hunter, because nothing's more frustrating when your camera's not working.
Nice. Well, now the other 2, like this is one of them, that are not solar. What's the power unit? How are they powered?
Yeah, so we've got an ejectable battery pack in there. So it can run on 8 or 16 AA batteries, but we also have rechargeable lithium battery packs, and those get tremendous time. I mean, you're months on a trail. Now, if you've got a camera over a feeder and it's just getting a lot of deer in front of it, you're going to burn through that quicker. And that's where we have solar panels too. We've got a 10 watt and a 3.4 watt.
And you can plug into a battery powered unit.
Yeah, you can plug it right into this camera, and it'll charge the rechargeable battery in there, that lithium battery pack, as well as run the camera. And those solar units also have their own onboard lithium. So you've got double battery power, because in the winter you might have overcast days for a few days.
Absolutely.
And that camera is going to continue to run.
Now the interface, the way a hunter would program this camera, this looks pretty simple to my eyes. Tell me something about this.
Yeah, so we purposely said, okay, how easy can we make this? So it's got an on button and it's got a connect button, and that's it. So everything else is through the app. So you pull out your phone, you have your Moultrie app, you do all your setups through that. You can change your settings remotely. You can see how things are working, make sure, okay, it's connecting right. And that's one of the things we tell guys when they set these cameras up. When you're at home, don't go out to the field first and then try to activate the camera. Do all that in a great cell signal area, because when these cameras come out of the box, they're going to link up and they're going to take a new software, because we're constantly updating this software, and all that's sent automatically. The user doesn't do anything. These cameras will get better over time. We'll add things. And matter of fact, we just yesterday launched HD thumbnail images for all of our Edge series cameras. The user didn't do a thing, and now they automatically send these very high-res thumbnails where you don't even have to get a download of a high-res.
Okay.
So all that was done over the air. So, that if you're in a bad cell signal area, it can take a while to take that first update. So we always recommend do it at home, do it in a good cell signal area. That way, when you get to the field, you just got to turn it on, strap it on a tree, and go.
Sure. And you mentioned the unit will seek out and latch on to the best cell signal in the area. Now, can you work with that regardless of the carrier on your phone?
Yeah, so everything's done through Moultrie. So you set this up through Moultrie, through the apps, you get your subscription through there. You don't mess with any of the cell service providers at all. There's no communication there. And that's just automatically going to pick that signal up. So again, it's nothing you do. The camera's going to do all that on its own.
Nice. You mentioned HD thumbnails. So what is the resolution on this?
Yeah, so we've got 40 megapixel images on this. So there is the option to do a high-res download. With those HD thumbnails, a guy can now zoom in, count all those antler tines without doing that download. But if he was wanting that image to maybe use in a bigger file or something, you still have that ability to get that. And then this one has 1080p video.
Okay.
It's got amazing crystal clear video, and it has audio, so you get to pick up
wow.
cool sounds in the woods and stuff.
And I've learned video is important, because a still image might tell you, okay, the buck was there, but video tells you, what did the buck do there?
It tells
how long was it on station?
Which way did it go? Which way did it come from?
Which way did it go is probably the most important piece of information.
I run pretty much all of mine on video. Once I realized the intel I was getting from video, that's what I keep them on. It's incredible.
And they're out there now. They're out there for hunters to buy for this season.
Absolutely. You can get the Edge 3 now. Edge 3 Pro will be out a little bit later this month in August. And then Edge Solar is just became available.
Awesome, awesome. Well, there you have it, and 40 megapixels, Hunter. So no longer do you have any excuse to send me those cruddy resolution images of your big buck on your feeder. It needs to be quality imagery, and a Moultrie Edge 3 is one of the tickets to get you there, available now. What's the website, Mark?
Moultrie.com. Yeah, you can get it there, or any of the major retailers, Amazon, it's everywhere.
Moultrie.com, and for more Sunday Gun Day, any day of the week, visit AmericanHunter.org. And if you're a hunter and a gun owner and you're not part of the NRA, we need you to join. Go to NRA.org to learn more. Thanks a lot.